people know me for the guy Martin with the Golf, and so many people just identify me with that car.
The reason I haven't got up and got on is because it's absolutely peeing it down. Sucks, dude. Good morning, guys and girls. I have no idea if this is going to be light enough in here, so let's put a little light on. Man, not what I was hoping for this morning to wake up to. It's been an absolute just dilemma all morning. I've been trying to get going, and it stops raining or eases off. I try to get going, it starts raining. I stop what I'm doing and I come back in, and it's just like, I haven't got anywhere out here where I can just unload everything back to, but it's still going to be undercover. So I can't crack on with the other stuff that I want to do. I might have to sideline it and get on with the other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to be getting documentary stuff done this morning, but because I haven't got the car, I can't get back to my uncle's without walking, which I could, but dilemmas, the dramas, and it's only blooming Saturday. This should be like the vibe, the chill out, the time, you know? But never mind, we're here, we're up, we're on it. It's another little beautiful day on planet Earth, especially even more so if you live in the wondrous England. I hope you're well, I hope you're winning. As always, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the hell out of you guys taking the time out of your days to watch this. Let's hope it gets better. For one and all. Roll that intro. Well, I bit the bullet and I got my ass out here to crack on with something. I know I can't just get the front carpet out because I need to get the seats out to be able to get to it. But I thought, well, I can continue with other little bits. The positive of the weather being as awful as it has been is instead of having to run a hose over the car to see if I've got any leaks, because of the rain that we've had, I can find out all the little spots, i.e. like here, where that seam's broken, and basically that's letting water run down into the boot, and I'm assuming it's done it somewhere on the other side because I'm getting the same effect. Not as bad, but there's water getting in. Anyway, on with the mission. Let's get these little back bits out and try to get these sort of cover-ups out as well. Let's get motivated, let's get cracking. My granddad was like my hero. I idolised the crap out of him. He was my guiding male figure in life. It was the car, left it in his will to me, that we sold to give me the money to be able to buy that Golf. So the idea that I might, and even now as I'm speaking to you, like there's this bit in my head that says, logically, I need to say, well, you've done what you came here to do. You kind of proved to yourself that you could do it no matter what anybody else said. I had people, when they see that in the first year or so, 5 maybe more years of me owning that car, I had people say to me, you would never get that car on the road. It was in just such a like stripped down state. It was a bare shell sat on axle stands. I had bits upon bits upon bits of screws and washers and plastic parts and trim bits, and just so much that most people looked at it and was like, how the hell are you ever going to know where all that goes? And it's like, I just know where that goes. I know that car on such a level, it's unreal. However, in the last couple of years, I've kind of neglected it. I've not had the emotional or the excess sort of power in my own body to be able to give it the love and look after it like I used to, because at one point I had a serious sort of issue with how I would just attend to that car all the time. Got to take some more plastic off. Oh man, the stories about that car are phenomenal, and even now I'm just sat here saying, like, I've got to dig deep here, and it might have to be a closed chapter of my life and moving forward, but like deep down inside of me, I'm just sort of thinking to myself, now what we're going to do is we'll find another vehicle for now. We're going to put the Golf aside, and we're just going to make sure that the Golf's going nowhere. I can't, as much as logically it's time to move on, like subconsciously it ain't over yet, dude. I just can't give up on it. There's just so much water in it, dude. Look, Like, that is not good. Being that close to the suspension. You ever seen a grown man cry? You keep watching this vlog, it's a high possibility. So I wanted to be brutal, and it needed to be done. And yeah, I could see daylight. And that wasn't exactly being really brutal. That was just very light, a very light fingering, and we see daylight. So that's quite worrying. I'm glad, as mental as it sounds, that we found that now. And I'm kind of just worried, like I say, what we're going to find elsewhere. So the weather's not looking good, man, and it's turning on me. I'm just about to get this other side off, and yeah, fingers crossed what we find behind there's not too scary. Oh dude, this is bad. That is possibly, that's possibly a real game changer. Dude, if I weren't bummed out before, I am so bummed out now. Yeah, that's daylight. Hello. How that shock tower has not just exploded, that's like so unsafe. That's like, don't use the car to go to work Monday. Oh, dude. This is brutal. Well, when in doubt, you call the man, the myth, the legend, the Mr. Lee, to my rescue to see if he says we can, or if he says, no Mark, I'm very sorry. Now is the time. Yeah, dreading this, man. I've just been having kind of a bit of an emotional breakdown. This is savage. How's it going, dude? Me, dude. Just in case I break down and cry. Yeah, don't you worry. Yeah. You're gonna, it's sad times, don't Lee? You'll get emotional, I'll cry. Right, I'll tell you this now. Driving home from work last Friday, come off the chain roundabout, launched it, something cracked. Plastic tag that holds the shelf,
yep,
cracked. I wondered why. Thought, how's that possible?
Looked underneath.
No, took out this. Now I know why.
Yeah.
That's what broke the plastic.
That's bad.
How bad is that?
That's bad.
That's like, I'm not going to drive the car to work Monday.
No. Can we rip that?
Yeah, mate, do it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done, man. So, after speaking to me old mate, nothing's impossible. Dude, that plane looks super low. As always, nothing is impossible. It just comes down to time, money, and how far are you going to go. Because the annoying thing with rust is once it's in there, you ain't going to get it out. You're only going to cut it out. And then it's the chasing that begins. And how much do I expect to get out of it from how much I'm willing to put into it. And also in that same thought, how much have I got financially to be able to put into it when I need it done now and I don't have any money. Gnarly. I kind of hope that this is given like a dramatic light, maybe. So, after a lot of deliberation, trying to weigh up the pros and cons of where we move from here on out. The dilemmas were, do I take a loan out, keep the Golf alive? Take a loan, buy a van, put the Golf at my uncle's and try to figure it out? Buy another Golf, swap all the things from this one to that one, buy a van and break the Golf. Which basically in terms means taking everything off the Golf that's worth any value, break it for spares and repairs. On that thought, really, my gut says take a loan, get the van, leave the golf at my uncle's, and we'll figure it out. Even if that means that I need to buy myself a welder and fix the car myself. The biggest dilemma is I need the transport to earn more to fix the golf regardless. So no matter what, I need to have transport to be able to keep getting to work and back. It kind of gives me the answer to the problem itself. And that is, I need transport to fix the golf. My gut says, I'm going to fix the golf. I'll fix the golf. That's what we do. I can't let it go. I just can't. I'm that emotionally attached to that item that it's not going nowhere. Well, I'll give it everything I've got and a little bit more to keep it. Kind of crazy, I know, and not many people will understand. There is a huge backstory about that car. It's emotional ties with me, and I might have made steps forward, but I've not made enough steps forward to be able to say that I can move on from that part of my life. Heavy claim, I know, and some might understand, some might not, but I think we've just decided it, guys and girls. Plan moving forward is I need transport because I've got to repair the golf. Yeah, madness.